everybody, this is 22 Tiger Dude here, and I'm here to bring you my pilot episode review for the new Nickelodeon animated series, Harvey Beaks. Harvey Beaks is from creator C.H. Greenblatt. If you have no idea who C.H. Greenblatt is, he was actually the storyboard artist and writer for SpongeBob SquarePants, The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, and that Disney Channel animated show, Fish Hooks. He actually created the Cartoon Network show Chowder, a cartoon that I think was really awesome. So he does create another cartoon, but this time it's Harvey Beaks. So Harvey Beaks, I'm going to give you the series synopsis. It's about this bird named Harvey Beaks. He is a bird, he's very well mannered, and he meets these siblings named Fee and Foo. They were both forest friends. Harvey, Fee, and Foo, they're both opposites, but together they learn to just become friends and basically go through the challenges of their adventures. So I'll be honest, going into Harvey Beaks, I had no idea what the show was, in all honesty. I know that it actually premiered right after that new SpongeBob episode, Yeti Crabs, which, by the way, I did review on this channel if you want to check out that review. I know since I've gotten a few requests, I figured, why not just review it? Because I have seen the pilot episode, and I do like C.H. Greenblatt because of the work that he's done. So the name of the episodes for this pilot episode are titled Pichu and the Spitting Tree. So let's go ahead and get started with the episode Pichu. So Pichu is about Harvey, Fee, and Foo going into the lake. They go into the lake, they get catapulted, as they would describe it, Pichu, but Harvey notices that he's not being catapulted like Fee and Foo are. And it's because Harvey Beak isn't banned, it's just Fee and Foo. So Harvey is trying to do everything in his power to try to get banned so he could get catapulted up in the air with his friends. Now I gotta say, this episode was a really nice surprise. This is a nice episode to show, wow, this show really does have a lot of potential. Because like I said, going into the show, I knew nothing. It's a simple concept, but I thought it was very well handled. There were a lot of jokes that really hit me. Sometimes it felt like I was watching Chowder, because obviously since this is from the same creator of Chowder, you know, you're going to get some of the humor you're familiar with. You're going to get the animation. The animation definitely gives you the Chowder vibe. That's one thing I do want to point out. I do think the animation looks very beautiful. You know, it's C.H. Greenblatt taking the animation style of Chowder, but except, you know, with all of these forest friends now. But I did like all of these things that Harvey had to do just to get banned, and Fee-Foo trying to convince the other forest friends to pretend that Harvey Beaks did something wrong, even though he hasn't. The writing was very well done. The episode as a whole is very well executed, and I thought it was just really creative. And I do think the characters, for how I see in this pilot episode, they have a nice widespread of personalities to them, and that's something I have to credit C.H. Greenblatt and the rest of the crew for. The only flaws I would say I have with this pairing is just that Harvey Beaks going crazy near the end. I thought it got way too over the top. I really didn't like that. I found it rather unnecessary. And I do think it was a little stupid that Harvey had to go through this much trouble just so he can get banned and catapult with his friends. I mean, if he really wanted to catapult with his own friends, you know, he could have just told that to the Loch Ness Monster. But overall, I did really enjoy Pichu. I thought it was a very nice start. It shows that this show does have a lot of potential going for it. So I'm going to give this episode an 8 out of 10. But now let's get to the second pairing of this pilot episode, and that is called The Spitting Tree. So yes, this episode is about when Harvey and all of his friends are out spitting, go up this tree that is so tall, and somehow they all end up just being stuck up on this tree. So it's up to Harvey and his friends to find a way to get off of this big, gigantic tree. So honestly, this episode was a step down from Pichu. I really don't think this was as good as Pichu. It was a pretty lacking episode. Overall, it's not too bad. It's a watchable episode. It really is. I think it is a well-made episode, but there was just something very lacking about the spitting tree. One thing for sure, the whole spitting in the beginning of this episode, yeah, it was really gross. I'm just glad it wasn't the entire episode. Otherwise, I probably would have enjoyed this episode a lot less. The episode 2 was very lacking in humor. A lot of the jokes in the episode Pichu, it really made me laugh a lot. There were a lot of jokes that had me laughing pretty hard. But in this episode, I could only think of jokes here and there that really stick with me. I say the funniest part about this episode deals with this angry owl character, the one that wanted to tell on all of the creatures' parents. It was pretty damn funny. I felt like there really wasn't much that went on with the storyline, and I do feel like this episode does get a little boring. But when it does get to the ending, the episode is very heartwarming. It is very cute. I say the ending would actually be my favorite part of this entire episode, because it was just really cute how the ending was handled. Towards the end, all the creatures, they're already getting off of the tree. The only one that's afraid to jump off of that tall tree is Harvey. And obviously Harvey's been stuck up in that tree for a while. So it was really nice for Fee and Foo to go up and tell Harvey whether he wants to stay up in the tree or be down the tree, that they're always going to be by his side. And then once Harvey does jump off of the tree, you know, I just loved how the three of them just jumped off together. I thought that was a sweet moment. I actually smiled throughout that entire moment at the ending. Overall, the spitting tree, it's decent, but it's just not as good as Pichu, in all honesty. So I'm going to give the spitting tree a 6.5 out of 10. So everyone, in the comments down below, if you have seen the pilot episode of Harvey Beaks, let me know, what did you think of the pilot episode? This is 22 Tiger Dude here, and don't forget that I will always have Tiger Power! Oh yeah, that Harvey Beaks theme song, catchiest theme of 2015 so far. Seriously, I just love that theme song.